Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and we have some brand new news on the new tier. It's going to be called Inferno tier, and there's going to be a brand new event called Dungeons and Dropkicks. So this is the promotional image for the brand new tier. There we go, there's the new event, Dungeons and Dropkicks, and you can see the very cool images in the background. They're all supposed to be like Dungeons and Dragons styles characters. There you've got, I think, Braun Strowman as a barbarian. John Cena looks like he's going to be a paladin. Jade Cargill's wearing a kind of knight armor. Becky Lynch seems to be some kind of... maybe she's supposed to be like a rogue or something. But very interesting. There you can see Bianca Belair. And one thing that's very interesting here is you can see that the Kiss of Death gives 4,855 to power, 2,910 to toughness, and then 1,150 to charisma. So it seems that finishers now give power to three things, but it gives a lot of power to the thing they're most specialised in, and then it gives a weaker amount to their two next ones. So Bianca Belair previously only gave, the Kiss of Death only did power and toughness, and they both got the same power increase. So now it's split between three things, but this seems to be a special, the Dungeons and Dropkicks event card, rather than what the generic Inferno tier is going to look like. So that's quite interesting. Next up, you can see the final the fantasy battles in the ring, and it's Damien Priest in there. Now we can't see anything from these cards here, that's just Pantheon and Swarm cards. But from the next one, there you can see the King of Kings himself. That's big old Triple H. And he's got the exact same 4,855 in power, 2,910 in toughness, and 1,150 in charisma. Now that's very interesting because Triple H's pedigree used to give power to power and charisma. So I don't know if this is just the same stats as the Bianca Belair, which is also up arrow that you can see. Maybe they've just used the same outline, although you can see that it's a little bit different. This Triple H one has got little hammers up there at the top next to the WWE sign, and the dragons are in the corners, whereas with Bianca Belair you can see the little dragons are on the side of the WWE sign and there's nothing in the corners. So this might be the big special event card. You can also see in the background there that this is taken off of a draft board, and you can see it's a SummerSlam tier draft board. So I'm not sure what is exactly going on there, whether this is going to be able to be pulled off the draft board or not, or whether it's going to be a card that you can win. Then you can see the climb to the top. This is of course just letting you know that there's going to be a new campaign mode, and we already know that the LE card for the new campaign mode is going to be Trish Stratus, which is the first time that we've had an LE female as the prize for completing campaign mode. And then you get to see a little bit of what the Dungeons and Dragons event, or the Dungeons and Dropkicks event looks like, and it looks to be the same style as what we had from the Street Fighter event. This is the exact same setup. You can see that John Cena here is battling against Braun Strowman, it looks like. It says the Braun Strowman, or no, the Braun Strowman will give you plus 150 even, and it looks like he's against LA Knight. You can see that LA Knight has a little shield in front of him that's covering just part of his name, but you can see that that's LA Knight pointing upwards. It looks like he's wearing like a leather jacket. So maybe there's an amalgamation of, you know, fantasy characters like John Cena being a paladin and LA Knight being maybe some kind of futuristic, almost looks like he's wearing a kind of Terminator style of outfit. And there you get to see the Dungeon Smasher, which again is going to be a brand new event. This one we don't really know an awful lot of on what's going to happen here, but this might be the reward from doing the Dungeons and, well, I'm going to call it Dungeons and Dragons, but it's the Dungeons and Dropkicks event card. So there we go, folks. You can get to see quite a few of them. There's John Cena. John Cena is a down arrow, it seems, so that's a bit unusual. Charisma is his higher stat, followed by toughness, and then power is his third weakest, with his weakest one being speed, judging by these points here. That's just Bianca Belair. There's Triple H. Another thing is it doesn't show you the power on the side of the card, but that might just be for the image, whereas with LA Knight here in Pantheon, you can see he's got 51.9 million, which is a ridiculous amount. This is obviously taken from the old times. And there we get to see what Bianca Belair looks like, where she is some kind of a monk, possibly. It says EST on the edge of our glove there. So this is quite cool because this is very similar to the Street Fighter style event where you see there's a whole bunch of different special edition cards that are all brought out at the same time. So it's going to be very, very interesting. And one of them up there in the top left that you can see is actually Brandy Rhodes. And Brandy Rhodes is a slightly different card. It says S8 in the top left corner, then it says level 100 in the bottom left corner, and then it says Brandy Rhodes. So I think that Brandy Rhodes is actually more of a manager, whereas the rest of them seem to be actual cards. Some of them have a silver trim to them, some of them have a gold trim, and some of them have bronze. So I think that might be the same as what we've seen from the Street Fighter event, where there was the only SummerSlam 24 card we got that was the Street Fighter event was M. Bison, and then the rest of them were split between 3 different tiers. So there might be the same thing where the gold one is going to be the brand new Inferno tier, the silver one might be SummerSlam 24, and then the bronze one is obviously going to be a little bit before that. And I suspect that the Triple H is probably going to be the equivalent, that's going to be like a kind of platinum tier, and I think that's probably going to be the equivalent of how you got Akuma, that there might be some kind of variation of destroying the car, and I think that might be what this is over here, the Dungeon Smasher. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm very, very excited, very, very interested in it. The new tier will drop on Wednesday, so that is plenty to look forward to here, and I'm really looking forward to getting some of these brand new cards, in particular this big old Triple H that looks like a amalgamation between Shao Kahn and maybe Skeletor, maybe even a bit of Shredder in there from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It just reminds me of a big end boss villain from a bunch of the old 90s cartoons. But let me know what you guys think. I'm really, really interested. I'm quite excited about this. I really like the Street Fighter event. I didn't think I was going to like the Street Fighter event, but when I started playing it, I really had a lot of fun with it. So I'm hoping that this is going to be similar. I'm hoping that they don't screw anything up. And I think the Street Fighter event was something that was largely loved by the entire community. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a similar style event. But that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.